Hi, welcome to my workshop. I decided to take on another project. Yeah, I was getting bored. I always have to be tinkering around with something. So my son gave me this old table saw. It's made by Sears. It's out of the 40s. It's a small cast iron guy, tilt top. So it's pretty, it's pretty filthy and rusty right now, but I'm going to clean it all up, rebuild it, strip it down, repaint it, build a new stand for it. Something compact and small, so I can keep it up in the front of the garage. Mostly I'm going to be using it to just rip boards. I have a chop saw and all these other saws, but when you want to rip a board, you need a table saw. So this small one should work out perfect. Alright, I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, what is it? It's an old Sears Roebuck. You can see that. The front it says approved Dunlap tools. It's got a cast iron top. It's got a great big half horse motor. Got the fence and these sheet metal extensions that it came with. Not sure if I'm going to use those or not. But yeah, it's in pretty good shape. So I'm going to strip it down, repaint it, and rebuild it. And make a frame for it and keep it right here in the garage. It won't take up much room. I'll have to do something to make it more stable once, because it's going to be narrow, but I'll figure some way to stabilize it so I can use it for ripping wood down. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Okay, here's where I'm at so far. I got some wax paper behind the motor and the mounting plate because I'm impatient. Paint was still sticky. So, okay. Hey, that's a big motor. Alright. Give you a little closer look. Bought those wheels at Harbor Freight. Bent the bottom here. Now you just tip it back and roll it around, which is good because this motor is really heavy. Okay, one final thing. I'm going to make a plenum for a vacuum cleaner. So I've made a template out of a piece of poster paper. I'm going to use sheet metal and trim it up with these scissors, put it together. Now here's a view from the top. This fence actually works very good. It's amazing. It's very smooth. Surprised. I expected it to be just, kind of drag along hard, but it really works nice. Yeah, I was going to replace these sheet metal things. They've got braces underneath them. I banged out most of the dents. This one somebody cut through with a circular saw, I bet. And I just left it. I was going to fill it, but I just left it. And I used black epoxy paint on most of the black stuff. It's just a spray paint you can buy at Lowe's for appliances. It's pretty hard, so I did all the black with the epoxy paint. And the orange is car paint. Tangiers orange, I think it was. So, and I like the color so much I thought, you know what, I'll put a Zipper Bee emblem on it. So, no, that was fun. So, now I can keep it over there in the front of the garage. It's small enough where I can pull my my vehicle in, and it's ready to use anytime. Okay, in a minute I'm going to bring it in closer so you can take a look at it. Got it out here in the sun so to show off the orange. Yeah, the orange paint. Originally I was going to do yellow. Stopped at Tractor Supply, bought a quart of John Deere yellow. Then I changed my mind. Thought orange would go better with the poplar. So I went to an auto paint store and told them to mix me up a quart of this orange. I didn't ask them how much it was going to cost. Yeah, $55. So, well, I told them to mix it, so I bought it. All right, let's bring you in closer. All right, shadow here. Miter gauge is mounted with a magnet. Just drop the front down there in that little cup. It holds it good and solid. Outlets, the lower one is switched. Flip on the saw. If you have your vacuum plugged into the bottom one, it comes on with the saw. There's that deal. Sears and Roebuck. Super Bee. Yeah, got a little fancy with it. Motor is about 50 pounds. Cast iron end caps, a lot of copper in there. I put it on the bottom because it holds this thing to the ground like a rock. So it's good and solid. This part up here is like a wrench that you move. So, pretty nice. Gears and everything inside there is, they're all iron, cast iron or steel. No pot metal. It's a pretty nice little old machine. So, it's going to suit my needs just fine. Well, just in case none of you guys have seen one of these, usually you see them and they're all rusty, but that's the tilt top. It's got a gauge here and a needle. As far as your blade height, you loosen this knob here and just crank it up or down. And that's it.